everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and I am here today with Gidget. She's being very lazy. Hi. Oh, look at that. Hi. Good morning. It's such a rainy and gross day out, and yeah, she's so dainty going out into the rain. She doesn't like it when the ground's too squishy. And actually, coming back from the grocery store this morning, I had a coyote go in front of my car, just broad daylight in the middle of the neighborhood. We do have woods that are kind of at the very back of the neighborhood. We're kind of right in the center of the neighborhood, which was a little alarming that it was so close to civilization and small dogs. So we will be going out with Gidget every single time for the foreseeable future. Okay, so today, my name is Whitney, and I am a fabric addict. And I need to quit going to fabric stores, is what this video is boiling down to. So I mentioned on Tuesday that last week I went to Evansville, Indiana to Let's Sew, and with my local chapter of my professional sewing group that I'm a member of. And we go once a year, and I almost wasn't able to go, which might have been for the best. Not really, though. I got some really beautiful things. I didn't think I was gonna be able to go. My husband was out of town, and my daughter came down with the flu. It was one of those, oh my gosh, you know, they'll be fine, I can go, they can just be home alone, but then she came down with the flu, and I thought, oh, I'm not gonna be able to go. Then my husband caught an earlier flight home just because they were finished with what they needed to be doing for work, and so he was able to come home early and be at home with her on Friday so that I was able to go shopping, which is so kind and wonderful of him. So again, my birthday is right by Christmas, and I usually have some extra spending money from both of those holidays, and I try and make as much of it it's kind of my fun money is what I use it for the year. I mean, I've blown through quite a bit of it, almost, yeah, a lot of it. But anyway, I've got to put the brakes on, but I was going to just show you guys the fabric that I got while I was down there, and not all of it is selfish. I did buy some stuff for other people, not a lot, one thing for my daughter, and I did get some things for the channel. That's my new excuse. It's for the channel. It's for the channel. Having my colors done maybe wasn't the best idea, because I'm now thinking in terms of what I'm going to make for the summer to go with the modules that I'm currently working on for the Great Module Sew Along, and how I can kind of use some of those base pieces to then work for summer, you know, just planning ahead. Anyway, I wanted to show you what I got there. I also had a lot of interest in me showing you the patterns, my inherited pattern haul from Joyce. And then first, I want to show you, I talked a little bit about the shawl that my parents bought me for my birthday. It was done by an artist, and it was at an art fair when we were down in Florida. And I want to show you what I got. Okay, Deborah Bryant is her name, Deborah Bryant Handwoven. I will leave a link down to her website down below. But look at this beautiful handwoven. This is 100% cotton. She dyes it all herself and then weaves it all herself. But this is I'm going to show a picture of me actually wearing it so you can see it a little better. This is her wrap, or twist wrap, because it's got, obviously, this twist in the front. It goes over the shoulders. It's got this beautiful, almost a poncho-like effect. So it's a little longer. It's not wanting to stay. It hangs on my velvet hangers upstairs, but it's got this wonderful like detail in the back, and it comes down to a V in the back. I mean, it's perfect in my colors. It's my wonderful red. It's got some of my kind of that ochre gold color I can wear, orange obviously, and then some of my kind of that camel color that I can also wear. I mean, it was just all my colors, and I fell in love with it, and my mom very kindly bought it for me. So a little bit about the artist. Again, Deborah Bryant, handwoven. I'll leave a link down to her website down below. She is, well, it doesn't say on here. North Carolina, though, is where she is from. I spoke with her, of course, while we were there at her booth. I mean, there's a picture of her at her loom. I'm just fascinated by the hand weaving. She went to college for it, she said, but I'm just, yeah, fascinated by it. So anyway, that is my wrap. And I had a lot of people when I had mentioned it say, oh yeah, we want to see it. So I just thought I would show that to you, my beautiful wrap. This is just going to be so great for springtime when it's a little cooler, or even the summer when you're going to be inside where the air conditioning might make you chilled. And then again in the fall as things start to cool off, you can just have a little, you know, like instead of a scarf or a jacket, you know, when you're throwing this on, and it's cotton, so it'll be nice and insulating. So anyway, that was a wonderful birthday gift from my wonderful parents. All right, that's thing number one. Thing number two are the patterns I got from Joyce. I was so reserved when going through patterns. I just really want it to be noted. There were so many. And when she sold her business to Sarah that bought her business, her custom clothing and alterations business, Sarah inherited a lot of the leftover fabric, almost all of the leftover fabric from the fabric store that Joyce used to own. So the stash that came over recently was all her personal stash of things that we were all going through, although a lot of that had also been in her shop. And then a lot of the patterns that she used for clients and that kind of thing all also went to Sarah. That was part of that buyout that Sarah did. But these are all Joyce's personal stash, and she has hung on to a couple because, again, I still am sewing for her a little bit. So she did hang on to a few of some things that she wanted made up for her now that she can't physically sew herself. So I just wanted to show you, these are the ones I grabbed for myself. All right. And not all of these are really vintage. Some of them are just, you know, like, there's a lot of 70s and 80s in here, maybe a little bit of 90s. Okay, but this is the first one. Look at this. This is, I would guess, late 70s, early 80s. I mean, look at that top. Look at those seam lines. I don't know if you're going to be able to see just some of the seam lines there, but the way that that yoke is, it's very oversized, but I love it paired with the skirt. I love it paired with the pants. I think I would probably always wear it belted just to give me some shape because of my bust. That can look overwhelming, but I do love it on this gal, you know, unbelted with the pants. I really love that one. So that one definitely had to come home with me. All right, this one is probably not that old. This is just a Vogue wardrobe pattern. I love these Vogue wardrobe patterns. And what drew me to this one was mainly, I love the lower rise pant that comes in this. So you get, I actually really like the drop waist dress as well. And it even has thicker straps. So I mean, there would have to be some tweaking because that is a very fitted cup to do a full bust adjustment. But it's a drop waist dress, which I really like on myself. So it comes with the dress, it comes with this jacket right here, the pants, there's a pencil skirt that she's wearing there, and then the dress also can be worn as just a top, which she's got on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces in that. I just really love those, and I don't really know that they're releasing the wardrobe patterns like they used to anymore. So anyway, I thought that one definitely had some potential. I'm a 14 in the big 4, and this is the 14 through 20 pattern, so that works well. I grabbed this one. This one, I think, this one may still be in print. I don't think this one's very old at all. But this is a Simplicity pattern 1945. What I really loved about this was the shirt with the ruching and the cowl options. It's also a great cardigan. But I just love these little t-shirt options. I think that's so flattering on the waist. And this is one of the ones, it's like a size 10 through 18 where it has, you know, it's really thick because it's got all the sizes in there. But even the pants, and I think the pant, yeah, they're an elastic waist pull-on pant. There's a skirt. But yeah, I just really, really liked that asymmetrical ruched top. Okay, here's one. This is a Vogue Patterns American designer, a Perry Ellis. I just like these, number one, just for the fact that it's the Vogue designer. But this is 3 different shirts, and I just thought those were so interesting. And tucked into a pair of higher waisted pants, something where your waist is cinched in and you can be more blousy on top. I just thought those were beautiful. And they've got, let's see, really interesting seam lines. 2 of them have princess seams, but then view B, which is this right here, has that same weird yoke where it kind of comes down and then cuts over, so I'm sure the dart is in there, which would be really fun to play with. But I just thought that was some interesting blouses. All right, this is just a Butterick Unlimited Fashions. I would guess this is probably the 90s. It's just, it's kind of a cool jacket actually though, the way the pockets kind of come down. So it's just a very basic jacket. It can be a vest, a skirt in 2 different lengths, and then a pair of pants. And they're regular pair of pants. It's got a back zip. I don't do back zippers. I would move it to the side. Back zippers, I just constantly am sewing my underwear up into my pants. I hate back zippers. But I would move it to the side. But you know, it's a darted pant, very, very standard. You know, you can just kind of see it there. I don't know, I just thought there was some blank slate potential there. So I grabbed that one. Okay, next, this is an Anne Klein, another Vogue American designer. I really liked this. I liked the sleeve, actually. Really liked the sleeve on that jacket. It's one of those, like a lantern sleeve. And I think that that's kind of cool, the cropped. It also comes with the pants, which also actually look really neat. Kind of a flared, you could even go a little bit shorter, which is very in right now. But yeah, just a really loose fitted jacket. And I thought that it was the sleeve that really grabbed me, that lantern sleeve. Okay. This is a Vogue pattern. Now this one is one size above my range, but I think I could totally make it work. How wonderful though are all of these pieces. I love this mermaid type skirt. I think that's amazing. The dress, which is right here, which she's wearing, also has kind of that silhouette. The skirt really has that silhouette. And then there is a top here that has some ruching there in between the boobs. And I really love the jacket. I think the jacket is very slick. I mean, it is, I just really liked all these pieces. They just look very classic. There's a pair of pants, again with the back zipper. Move that zipper. I really, really like the skirt though on that one, and the dress. So yeah, and this is for, let's see, fabrics for the jacket. Skirt and pants are silk and linen blends, crepe and lightweight gabardine. The top and the dress are for like a charmeuse or a georgette or a crepe back satin. And it's all lined. B and C, which are the dress and the top, are lined. Everything's lined. I just thought that was a really good pattern. I mean, for any kind of, just to have in my stash if I have an event that I want to go to. I don't know. This one screams late 80s, early 90s to me, but I love the culottes, and I kind of think that work jacket's kind of amazing too. Love the culottes. I even love the little shirt. I just love all parts of these. The shorts and the pants. And then there's also a tapered pant that's in there as well. But look at that fun little jacket she's got on there. I think I would take the shoulder pads. I'm assuming they're shoulder pads. Let's see. Yeah, it's got shoulder pads. I'd probably take the shoulder pads out. You'd have to take that out of the drafting of the pattern as well. But there was something about that just grabbed me. So I grabbed that. And again, that's Butterick 5375. Okay, I'm going to put some of these back so that I don't have an avalanche off my lap here. Okay, next up, this is Simplicity 7260. It's New Directions. I mean, I just thought it's just a great sheath dress. And look at that, like really full swing coat. I just really, really liked that. And I think, let's see here. I don't know that I don't think, yeah, it's not a lined coat. It's an unlined coat, so that would be a really, probably a quick, easy make, but how wonderful for all sorts of seasons. And then it's just a nice little sheath dress. So, grab that one. Ooh, I really liked this one. This is Butterick 5335. It's a whole bunch of knit tops with different necklines. And I loved that square neckline. It also has kind of a high scoop, almost a boat neck, more scooped. But it's for knit fabrics. I just really thought that would be fun to try out at some point. Just beautiful. I love that squared off neckline. All right, here's another Vogue wardrobe one. This is V2988. I love the jacket. Look at that funnel neck on that jacket. And then, I mean, it's got like a really cute trumpet skirt. It's got a very interesting looking sheath dress. I'm looking at the line art back here. Standard pair of pants, possibly with a back zipper, which we would move. I mean, it's just, you could just do whole modules out of this stuff. If you went, you know, doing a work module. The shirt's very interesting as well. It just has really interesting seaming. And let's see. For those, for fabrics, yeah, like crepes is what it's calling. They're woven. Ooh, calling for interlining or underlining for B and C, which are the dresses. I mean, this is going like little couture. Anyway, I really like those. Again, I like those Vogue. This one Joyce made me take because she told me this would be a great Mother of the Bride dress one day. This is Vogue 7963. It's a very easy Vogue. But she said with that neckline I had to take it because I may want to make this when I'm Mother of the Bride or Mother of the Groom. I said, you are rushing me. But I took it. Oh, I love this one. Now the pattern pieces are looking a little precarious in this one, so I really hope they're all here. But look at this. This is Vogue 9347. I love this dress. Look at those pockets. I love the print with the contrast, with the contrasting waistband. I think that would be very slimming. I love those big pockets. I can wear those on my hips. This looks like it probably has shoulder pads in the shoulders. I'd probably take those out. But I love this dress. I really love the long sleeved version, but I like the shorter ones as well. I love that dress. This is Vogue 7876. This doesn't look very old either, but again, it's got that wrap detail at the waist, which I find to be very flattering. There's actually quite a few of those views that I would be interested in making. I also got a couple of belt buckles from Joyce's button stash that would be really cool to play around like with this white view here. Yeah, that's a really cool one. Okay, Simplicity 7967. This is skirts and culottes, elastic waist, and then there's also a shirt pattern. I'm not really sure why this grabbed me, just other than the culottes looked kind of cool. And actually the skirt, the pleated skirt. Pleats are supposed to be in for the spring. But I don't know. There was something about it that looked interesting. I grabbed it. What's also great is that there are tons of her notes on here, which I really, really love. This is 70s, totally. This is Simplicity 8613. I love this jacket. Look at that jacket. It comes with the jacket, the pants, and the skirt. Back zipper on those pants. We would change that. But there's some interesting yoke details on that jacket. I mean, just very 70s. I love that, though. I'm going to do this one last. All right, this one is Simplicity 6438. It's just a very simple blouse pattern. This screams, if you watch Stranger Things on Netflix, this just screams Nancy from Stranger Things on Netflix to me. But I really love it. There aren't any darts, so I don't know if it would look awful on me or not, but it just looks very, very simple. Yeah, and it includes the biggest size is a 14. I mean, it could totally show your bra too, just the way those armholes are. But I thought it would be fun to try. And then we've got this dress pattern. I would fiddle around with it, I think, to take out. These are some serious shoulder pads in this one. This is Vogue 1717. But I just love those tie details around the neck. Oh, look at these lovely ladies. There's a lot of shoulder pad to take out of those, but I mean, it's doable. I just love all the details, the tucks and stuff at the neck and the bow that, you know, for the collar. I wonder even what size. Let's see. Oh yeah, 1/2 inch covered raglan shoulder pads. So yes, definitely be getting rid of that one. And then the final one I took, this is Simplicity. It's a Jiffy one. It is 7072. It is a simple sheath dress, but this is the pattern that Joyce said that she made, and it's a size 16, bust 36, which is my upper bust, so I could definitely do a full bust adjustment on this. But this is the first pattern that she made when she got back into dressmaking when she was newly married. So, you know, she'd kind of, you know, wandered away from it a little bit, but when she got into it and really wanted to really take hold of dressmaking again, she was like 18 when she got married, so, you know, she wasn't that old. But she grabbed this pattern. This was the first dress she made up when she got back into dressmaking from when she'd been a kid and then when she picked it up again in her late teens. So I had to have this one, and I really hope there's like notes and stuff on here. There's notes on most of her stuff, which is, of course, very, very special. So there you have it. That is my inherited pattern haul. This video is going to get long. From Joyce. I know she'd love to see me sew some of those up. And I've got fabric here to do it. All right, let's get down to it. First things first. Ava needed some white denim for some shorts. She really loves the Megan Nielsen Dawn shorts. I made her some last year. Her hips have just gotten curvier, as happens as girls grow into women. But she likes the high-waisted nature of those shorts. She also she's a 26-inch waist with a 35-inch hip. So there's quite a bit of a much larger difference from waist to hip ratio than I have. But anyway, she wanted a pair of shorts and she really wanted a pair of white ones. I don't have any white denim in my stash. I do have blue denim. So I just bought her some white denim and it's non-stretch. It's a very reasonable price for some high-waisted Megan Nielsen Dawn shorts for the summer. We have a hard time. She gets the gaping in the back of the waist, which I know a lot of people get, but you know, if I make them for her, we can do without that. She doesn't have to have the gaping. All right, next, I did buy two beautiful knits from their Stoff knits, which it's a Danish fabric company. But I got it down at Let's Sew, and I got it in two different colors. I got it in my red that goes orange, my tomato red, and also, actually look at that, and this camel color. I had my color wallet out with me the entire time I was shopping, and it did make me put some down. So things that were just not quite right, things that I thought might be in my colors, but then when I held up the swatch, they were just a little too cool or a little too clear. So I put them back. Things don't have to match in your color wallet, but tonally they need to be the same. So these, again, were ones that were either just a little too grayed or a little too clear or, you know, just not, maybe a little too cool. So it was very helpful. These were expensive knits, but these are for t-shirt week. So now I've got a very hefty, solid knit pile ready for t-shirt week. That'll be starting here soon. So I got those two colors of that. And then, okay, we'll hit the linen here in a second. Oh, I forgot one. Hold on one second. Okay. I also, on our way down to Evansville, we stopped in Bloomington, Indiana, which is where our friend Margaret lives, and I picked up a couple fabrics from her shop as well. So I'll show those to you last. Okay. Next, I saw this knit. Look at this. It is cotton nylon. It is see-through, obviously. It has very little stretch, but it does have stretch. Actually lengthwise stretch, not crosswise, which is probably mechanical because it is just like this netted, really cool. But I thought this would make the coolest topper for the summer, as like a cardigan or a jacket of some sort, some kind of a looser kind of jacket maybe. I have no idea. If you have any thoughts on patterns to make with this, again, there's a little bit of lengthwise stretch, but hardly any crosswise stretch. So it would almost need to be a pattern for a woven. Let me know if you have any ideas for this, because as she was cutting this, my friend Donna that was with us, who is also an Autumn, was buying this beautiful, we think it's a 2-ply silk. Very reasonably priced, and it was so she had bought some for a blouse for herself, and then the bolt was like leaned up against the kind of back where the cutting table was, and I was standing next to it with this, and I said, well, I have to have some of that. So I only bought a yard of this because it's wide. It's like 58 inches wide, which is rare for silk. But I'm gonna make myself a misty cami to wear underneath that and to wear for other things because this is on my color wheel. Anyway, let me know if you have any ideas. There's so many different jacket and cardigan type patterns, but let me know. But this is definitely gonna be a misty cami to wear underneath it. All right, then I got the linen bug and it got nuts. So they had a whole bunch of linen that they had just pulled out, and I grabbed a lot. So first things first, I got this traffic orange or traffic cone orange linen, and it is a thicker weight. It's not heavy, but it's thicker weight, and I am going to make a Jessica blazer out of this. Christy Russell has hers is more of a true orange. It's not quite, this color is in my color palette, but her color of her blazer is also in my color palette. It's a little darker orange. I don't even know how to, just a darker orange. But she has it paired with like a navy blue tank top and jeans, and I just think it looks amazing. And I've been wanting an orange linen blazer for the summer, so this I bought with that in mind. It is so bright, I am going to stop traffic in this thing, or I could wear it hunting. I don't hunt, just so we're clear, I don't hunt. But quite the people I was shopping with, they were like, oh, that's bright. Is that, yeah, it's in your color palette, but is it something you want to wear? And I'm like, yes, it is actually. So there we go. Next, this is a much thinner linen. This is in my orangey red, and it is, I'm trying to show you how, it's more blouse weight linen. Like you can, I mean, I can see through that if you can kind of see me through there. I mean, it's just going to be a shirt. I just think this would be a fantastic solid colored shirt. I don't know if I want to do like a button down. I'm like looking at myself, bad habit of looking at myself in the viewfinder thing. If I want to do like a button down blouse with it, or if I want to do something else a little different. It obviously structured because it is linen, but it's a thin linen. So I'm not sure what this is going to become, but a blouse of some sort for the summer. Blouse or shirt of some sort. Now this one is definitely going to be a button-down shirt. So this is just orange and white stripe. It's a vertical stripe. I think this is going to make a fantastic, I still haven't made up the Is to Stitch Montana shirt, and it comes in bust sizes, cup sizes, and I love that Bond shirt so much that I think I definitely want to try the Montana shirt. So it's just, you know, it's got a real collar instead of just the little collar stand. I will leave pockets off, but I think this will be so fun with shorts. I can roll up the sleeves. You can tie it, you know, very easily because it's a button down. So I bought this. Oh, and I still need to show you. Okay. Then I got this. I got quite a bit of this, although it is, I mean, this is probably a medium weight linen, I would think. And this kind of, drab green that's also in my color wheelhouse, and it's definitely thicker than the two linens I just showed you. It's not as wide though. This is probably 45-inch wide. I actually didn't realize that, but I did buy 3 yards of this one, which I'm glad I did because I want to do a dress out of it. So this is definitely going to be a summer dress, just something very easy that I can throw on to stay cool in the summer months. I love that. And it's very much a neutral. I mean, that olive green can very easy go neutral. And then the last thing I bought, look at this border print. Not border print. It's just a really large repeat. It's not a border print. I misspoke. But look at this. So we've got these oranges and reds that are in my color wheel. This aqua is not, but then these greens and stuff down here are. So this is going to be a dress. It is linen. It's a lightweight linen. It's going to be a dress. I'm going to play around with the placement of, you know, if I want the greens up by my face or if I want the oranges up by my face, and then this aqua will be down lower. So I bought 2 yards of it because each repeat was about a yard wide. So I have 2 repeats of this. But I thought a really easy summer dress would be perfect. And it was just, I mean, Just gorgeous. And this is one of the ones that I had to kind of unroll a little bit. And then I was like, oh my gosh, yep, I need that. I need 2 yards of that. So that is everything. I did get some fold over elastic. I'll wait and show you that another time. My friend Evelyn was over here last week, and I'm gonna be making a swimsuit out of that orange remnant that I bought, the orange swimsuit lycra that I bought at Joann's not that long ago. And we were talking about how fun it would be to do a fun fold over elastic instead of folding the elastic under for that swimsuit. I said, oh, a leopard print would be so cool. And some browns with that orange. Oh yeah, it would be. Anyway, I kid you not. The trims, the buttons, the accessories they have at this Let's Sew are just mind-blowing. But there was fold over elastic, leopard print fold over elastic. Right there. They had about every color you could think of the fold over elastic. And then they had like a pink camo, a regular camo, the leopard print, and then there was something else. I can't remember what the other one was. If it was a plaid or something. There were a couple, there were just, you know, a few actual prints. Again, she had tons of solid, but I'm like, oh, that was meant to be. So I bought 10 yards of that. But I'll show you when we get to that swimsuit making later in a couple months. All right, then on our way down to Let's Sew, we did stop at a tailored fit, which is my friend Margaret owns, which is a alterations place in Bloomington, Indiana. It's where IU is located, the Indiana University. But she has her alterations business in one half, and then they sell Berninas. It's their Bernina dealership. And then she's got a fabric shop that has really developed in the back part of that building. So I was back there and we were looking at some of her beautiful stock that she's got. And she had a whole bunch of rayon batiks. So I grabbed 2. And they clearly go together. I got this beautiful print. Look at that with the green, with the dots. And again, it's a batik, so there's like a little bit, it's gonna be hard to see the beautifulness of this fabric. And then I got this color. I mean, they very clearly go together. And again, it has like that almost tie-dyed look to it, but very subtle. But I got them to go together. This one is gonna be a dress. I've just actually this weekend I muslined it, so I'm ready to cut into this. And I think this one's gonna be some sort of a topper to go over it, or even a shirt that I could like easily tie over the top of the dress. So anyway, gorgeous. And these rayons are nice and thick, so I think they're not gonna be as shifty to, I mean, they're not super thick. They're thin enough to be nice with a dress, but they feel stable. You know, some of the rayons just really go off kilter really easily when you wash them. These have been washed and dried. Gorgeous. So yeah, those are the 2 rayons. Okay, that's everything. All right, Sunday, we've got part 4 of the Huxley bag, and then next Tuesday, we've got the second set of bottoms for my Great Module Sew-Along, and then next Friday, I think I'm gonna show you, I've got some Minerva makes that I made for both myself and my daughter that you have not seen yet. And not just Minerva makes, I have a couple of makes that I made at my retreat back in January that you have not seen yet either. So I just wanted to do a little bit of a show and tell next week, so I'll have some finished makes for you guys to look at next Friday. T-shirt week is going to happen after the challenge is over. So that is the 24th is actually is a Tuesday, and that's the end. And then the 25th we'll be picking winners. That's on a Wednesday. So that's Sunday that's after that. And I can't remember if that is the 31st maybe. Is that right? 29th. It's the 29th of March. That will be the start of T-shirt week. So I will have 4 videos that go up. You know, it'll be same days. It'll be a Sunday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday that will all be related to T-shirts and T-shirt making and fitting and picking fabric and patterns and all that kind of stuff. So that will be, excuse me. So that will be the very end of March going into the very beginning of April. So there will be 1 week of tutorial between the end. The Huxley bag has 5 parts. So there is this Sunday, and then there's another one the following Sunday. So we do have a little bit, we have a 1 week gap in there where I'll just do some sort of a little easy tutorial in there. So that's what we have going forward. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, if you've made it this long to the video. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.